Hi, this is Darby with rejoiceandcreate.com, and today I'd like to share this cute little project with you today. This is a cute little flip-top box, and it holds 2 mini cowtails. Now these are chewy caramel with a cream center, and they're very tasty, and 2 of them will fit into this box. Now, if you're looking at this box and thinking, I don't recognize that as a current color, you would be right. As I am part of HA, which is Hoarders Anonymous, I have cardstock and paper going back for years, and this happens to be crisp cantaloupe and baked brown sugar, and that's the 2013 to 2015 color line of In Colors. But with the beautiful colors we have now, let's see how it looks in the current colors. So today we're going to do it in powder pink, and you need a 3 by 11 piece of cardstock in powder pink. For the mat for the image, you need a piece scrap of Berry Burst, and we'll cut that out with the stitch shape framelits. For the image itself, we're using Life Looks Beautiful on You from Beautiful You, and a scrap piece of Whisper White for the image, and the little sentiment banner that's on the bottom. Now for the ribbon, I'm using a 14-inch piece of the finely woven Berry Burst ribbon, but certainly white, the Whisper White ribbon would look beautiful as well, 3/8 of an inch, or whatever you have on hand. Look and see what matches for you. And I'll be using Berry Burst ink. Alright, so let's see how it looks in this year's current In Colors. Alright, let's go ahead and score our piece of cardstock. So I've got my Stampin' Trimmer up, and I've got the 3 by 11 inch piece of powder pink. And what we're going to do is score 1/2 inch on each side of the short side. So put the 3-inch side up top and score at 1/2 inch on both of the sides. Now go ahead and put the long side up, and what you want to score at is 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 7 inches, and 7.5 inches. All right, that's our scoring. All right, go ahead and fold and burnish your score lines. Now you'll see there's a short end with 1.5 inch side, and then there's a longer side. It's going to fold up like this, and we'll go ahead and on each of these little fold lines you'll cut up in straight on the rectangle side and notch it into the little square tab. Alright, so I'll do that again over here. Straight up the rectangle side, just notch it a little bit into the square tab. And do that on the other side as well. Alright, we'll go ahead and put some fast fuse on the tabs. Alright, we'll also put some fast fuse on the sides of the front that will fold up. Okay, so go ahead and put the little tabs and fold that down over the top. Make sure your score lines are lined up with the edge and stick that down. Alright, let's go ahead and use the bone folder to press it in place. Alright, and now we're going to do the top as well. And we'll put the fast fuse on the outside tabs. Of course, it probably would have been easier if I'd done that first, but we'll go with it. There's always ways to work around things. Alright, so go ahead and fold those down first and fold them over, and then line up this right with the edge there and stick it in. So it's lined up that way. All right, now in order to make it just a little bit easier to open and close, just take this and cut it at a little slight angle on both sides. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just gives it, lets you be able to close it a little bit better. All right, now to hold it in place, we'll go ahead and stamp our image. All right, and I'm using Berry Burst ink. And the silhouette from the Beautiful You. Go ahead and stick that in place. Oh, that's beautiful. And we'll use the powder pink to color the dress inside. I love that because it doesn't have to be exact and it looks so artistic. All right. And while we're at it, we're going to stamp the sentiment, "Life looks beautiful on you," and I'll stamp that in Berry Burst. All right, so let's go ahead and cut out our image, and I'm using the stitch shape framelits and the oval ones, and I'll be using the second from the outside to cut the frame out of Berry Burst, and the third from the outside to cut the image. Now the "Life looks beautiful on you," I'll just simply cut straight and flag it on both ends. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. All right, so I finished cutting out the pieces, and there's our mat out of Berry Burst, and there's our image. And I cut the "Life looks beautiful on you," and it ends up being 3/4 of an inch wide by 2 inches long. And I'll just go ahead and flag the ends. Let's go ahead and just put this on. So we'll go ahead and use some snail and just put our image in the center of the mat. All right, so we just attach the image to the mat, and we'll go ahead and just pop the sentiment up on some dimensionals. I'll put that right on the bottom. And for this, what we wanted to do is to flap over. So we're going to only put adhesive on the top, probably about a third of it. So if I kind of eyeball it down to the shoulders of the lady in the image, that's where we'll put the image to. And because it's only partially, I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of fast fuse. Give it a nice, if my fast fuse will cooperate. All right, so go ahead and line that up on there. And stick her down. All right. Now to hold this down, I went ahead and used the piece of ribbon. And what I did was attach it to the back. So I took right in the center of it, I went ahead and put a piece of fast fuse in the middle, or you can use some tear and tape. And I actually adhered it right to the back of the center section of the box. So when I tied the bow, it would be right over the top of the image. Let me go ahead and turn that over to make sure I'm lined up parallel to the top. All right, let me go ahead and put my cowtails in. Okay, we'll close that up and we'll go ahead and tie our ribbon. Okay. No, see, I keep fussing with it, but let me go ahead and trim the edges. All right, so there's our box. And that's our project today, a flip top treat box for 2 mini cowtails but at 2 inches wide by 5 inches long by a half an inch deep, it can fit many other treats as well, or even a little jewelry or a keychain wrapped in tissue paper tucked in there for a special gift-giving occasion, or even just to brighten someone's day. And I think it looks beautiful in the new in colors, but I think it looks beautiful in any of Stampin' Up! Colors, so use what you have, enjoy what you have. And if you belong to Hoarders Anonymous, I would love for you to comment below and tell me the oldest in color or DSP or paper pack that you've got from Stampin' Up! And you're still enjoying. I'd like to know that I'm not alone in this. So I hope you enjoyed the project, and I hope you give it a try, and until we meet again, I hope your days are blessed. Bye!